look at this. Look at this. Oh, just it looks so cool. Okay. I was about to say, there better not be an assistant game master already in here. All right, welcome everybody to season 3, episode 9 of the Almeria Redux campaign. This is the Blood Lord trial. If you were with us last time, we did have the players travel to the Salted Wastes to try and find the sanctuary for the green eggs, green dragon eggs, where Gaus basically was given a trial by the monks at the sanctuary, and now all the players have been teleported into the Bloodlord's Adventure Path from Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and that is where we are currently sitting right now. If you see our if you see our setup, I have changed it to better reflect the Bloodlord style campaign. I've given all the players that are active. Why is it not doing that? Did you change yours back, Adakar? I had you down in the stream as your undead version. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's just no, I'm talking about on stream. It was supposed to be the undead version to show the player or the viewers. Let's see. No. But basically this is what Adakar looks like now for the players. For the viewers. Oh no, never mind. I'm going to post this in chat. Pull it back up real quick. Bloodlords. No, Pathfinder. Yes. Where did it go? Oh, there we go. This is what Adakar looks like in his undead form, if it'll load into the game. And I have a macro that'll change everything up for you guys. So if you want to not be undead, I can just change your token to living Adakar. Or change it back to ghost. Same thing with you, Niklaus. I can change you to your living self, which I need to change how that comes up again, but it for now, this is how it'll have to work. Mostly just because of how difficult I had the runarounds I had to go through to actually get you guys these tokens to change the way that they did, instead of completely changing your tokens in game. And I don't want to mess with it anymore if I don't have to. So now I need to figure out how to get this popped out, detach this window, move it over here, and then go to here. Do what? No more anden. No more anden. Yes. Let me see if this will work. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this because apparently it doesn't want to work on me right now. And it does not. All right, so the viewers are not going to be able to see the chat unless I can do display capture. No. Oh, I know what it is. It's a game capture. Get to capture specific window, chat log. No. Let's see. Sorry, everybody. Again, there's more technical difficulties than there need to be. No, intruded upon. Yeah. All right. As it stands right now, there is not going to be any chat that the viewers can see at the current moment, but they'll be able to see the dice rolls on the screen. So doing a little retconning after you guys step through this portal, you feel as if you guys coming in here is natural. It's not unknown to you. You feel as if you've lived in this realm your whole entire life. You remember, you have the memories of who you were here, and I've sent you all a little bit of the past of the characters that you are inhabiting, and that is what is happening is you basically are taking the place of the characters that you're playing. However, all the people that you've come across in this world as the person you're being is known by some people, and one of those people is the Bloodlord Berlin Haldoli, and you know that she is a halfling necromancer. She is one of the more eclectic and energetic of the Bloodlords. She's also one of the youngest of the Bloodlords. I will say the last thing that any of you remember is the cool stone beneath your feet within the Temple of the Jade Serpent. As the ancient tome closed with a thunderous finality, the jade bindings sealing themselves as though no hand had touched them for 1,000 years. The air had shimmered around you, the temple fading into ribbons of emerald light as you stepped into the portal before it dissolved. Then you see darkness, but not the darkness of sleep, nor the emptiness between thoughts, but the peculiar sensation of standing in a room with your eyes closed while instinct insisted that someone was watching. When your awareness returned, it all did so all at once. The scent of damp earth drifted through the open windows of a carriage. Leather harnesses creaked rhythmically as 4 sturdy horses pulled the coach along a well-maintained road. Somewhere beyond the walls, iron-shod wheels rolled over packed gravel with a steady cadence that seemed almost hypnotic. For a brief moment, you feel the 2 lives, yours and the one you're inhabiting, occupy the same mind. You remember Almeria. You remember all the adventures you went through in the past. You remember your companions, the same ones that are sitting beside you. And at the same time, another lifetime settles comfortably into place as though it had always belonged there. You know this road. You've traveled it a few times before. You know the countryside surrounding Grey Dirge. You know the estates belonging to the lesser nobles. You know which villages produce the finest grains and which families have supplied Berlin Haldoli's holdings for generations. You remember the faces of merchants, the names of magistrates, and the countless mundane details that only years of living somewhere could provide. And none of it feels foreign. You just feel like you belong. Whatever magic governs this place has not merely transported you, it has placed you into lives already in progress. The realization is unsettling, yet strangely comforting. There's no struggle to reconcile these memories. They rest together naturally, like two chapters of the same book. Outside, the carriage rounds a gentle bend, and the estate comes into view. The Haldoli Manor rises from a broad hill overlooking miles of fertile farmland. It's an elegant structure built into pale stone that glows softly beneath the late afternoon sun. High windows catch the light, while dark slate roofs contrast sharply against the surrounding greenery. It's not ostentatious, nor is it designed to intimidate. Everything about the manor speaks of order. Every hedge has been trimmed to perfection, every flower bed has been carefully cultivated, and every gravel path follows a deliberate geometric line. You also notice that the estate is alive with activity. What would seem unnatural in your Almerian lives is actually very common in this part of the world. Skeletons move methodically through the gardens carrying pruning shears and watering cans. Their movements are deliberate, practiced, and almost graceful. Nearby, a pair of zombies carefully unload crates from a wagon, while another directs them with patient gestures. Ghostly servants drift silently through open windows carrying folded linens and polished silver trays between rooms. None of them appear hurried, and none appear idle. To any traveler from outside of Almeria, as I said, this would be deeply unsettling. And where you are right now, it's simply another prosperous estate. As the carriage rolls through wrought iron gates bearing the crest of House Haldoli, your driver brings the horses to a gentle halt before the manor's entrance. Before anyone has an opportunity to announce your arrival, the great oak doors swing inward. And standing in the doorway is a ghoul. His gray skin is stretched tightly across sharp features, and I'll go ahead and give you guys a picture of him. Show players. Standing in the doorway is a ghoul. His gray skin is stretched tightly across sharp features, though every strand of his neatly combed hair remains precisely in place. He wears an immaculate black tailcoat trimmed with dark green embroidery, a silver pocket watch hanging neatly from one vest pocket, and white gloves cover his hands that end in surprisingly well manicured claws. Most striking of all is his posture. This ghoul carries himself with the practiced dignity of a man who has devoted decades to perfecting the art of hospitality. He descends the steps with measured confidence. As the carriage master opens the doors, the ghoul stops in front of you with a very deep and respectful bow.
Good evening, honored guests. Welcome to the Haldoli estate.
His voice is smooth, cultured, and entirely free of the feral rasp one might expect from a ghoul.
I am Mirk, Major Domo to Lady Berlin Haldoli. She has been anticipating your arrival.
His pale eyes move naturally from one member of the party to one to the other. And they briefly linger upon Adokar.
Ah, Master Runebinder, it is good to see you again. I trust your journey was uneventful.
And without waiting for an answer, he offers the same courteous nod towards Niklaus.
Master Niklaus, Lady Haldoli asked that I extend her appreciation for your punctuality.
Then his attention settles upon Moon and Gaus. He blinks once, twice. A faint crease forms upon his brow. Without a word, he reaches into his inner pocket of his coat and pulls out a small leather notebook. You see him flip through several pages, muttering softly to himself.
Proper etiquette? Diplomatic receptions? No. Ah.
His finger stops halfway down a page. He looks up at you both, then back to the notebook, then back to you again.
I do beg your pardon. I was not informed that one of our honored guests would be living, much less two. The word carries no malice whatsoever. It is spoken with the same curiosity one might reserve for an unfamiliar breed of horse. He makes a quick note in the margin. I shall amend the household preparations immediately. Closing the notebook with a satisfied nod, he regards Moon and Gaus thoughtfully. Have you eaten within the last 4 hours? Mjork nods gravely. Excellent. He scribbles another note. I've been advised that living guests require regular nourishment. I should hate for you to expire due to my negligence. He nods again and he looks at your companion, Gaus, the badger, the large undead badger, which sits patiently beside you. Mjork's eyes widen ever so slightly. My. For perhaps the first time since greeting you, genuine admiration enters his voice. He slowly circles the creature, inspecting it from every angle with the practiced eye of a craftsman appreciating fine workmanship. The preservation is exceptional. Another slow circle. Magnificent musculature. He crouches slightly, examining one foreleg. The stitching is nearly invisible. He rises again and folds his hand behind his back. Whoever cared for this specimen possessed remarkable talent. Sorry, Master Gaus. He inclines his head politely and ushers all the rest of the everybody towards the doors. If you would be so kind as to follow me, Lady Haldoli has arranged accommodations for each of you before dinner is served. All right. As you step into the manor, just be careful of this area right here. I'm still trying to get levels and teleporting to work to go upstairs, but you have full access to see the whole entire map. So don't you? Okay. Yeah. So upstairs, he will lead you upstairs to the 4 rooms up here. I'm assuming you would all be able to find out which ones are yours because there's a legend on the side of the map. But the interior of the manor is every bit as immaculate as the grounds outside. Marble floors gleam beneath the warm glow of emerald witch lights suspended from vaulted ceilings. Paintings depicting generations of Haldoli ancestors line the hallways, their expressions varying from stern to quietly amused. Every suit of armor has been polished and every window sparkles. It's not merely clean, it's perfect. And as you pass through the entrance hall, servants move about their duties with practiced precision. Skeleton quietly dusts an ornate bookshelf while humming an old marching tune. Odd, but it happens. 2 zombies carefully adjust an enormous tapestry that has somehow become crooked by less than an inch. A translucent ghost carries a silver tea service through a wall, reappearing moments later on the opposite side of the corridor without spilling a single drop. And none of the workers stop and stare or whisper. They know that you are the guests of the lady of the house. Mjork leads you up a broad staircase before stopping outside a beautifully appointed guest chamber hallway. And he opens the door with a flourish. In this room, you'll see 4 separate doors and a balcony overlooking the floor below. I'll go ahead and, if you guys can't move, I'll move you. Oh. Okay. You guys can move yourselves, apparently. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move you guys to the area. Yeah, like I said, okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I'm just gonna do this. And then I'll just come back to it later at a later date and fix it. So now hold on. It's being super slow right now. There we go. Yes, fly through those walls. Fly. All right. So each of these 4 rooms that are up here are assigned to one of you. Gaus, yours is the one with the leopard rug and all the hunting accoutrement. Moon, yours is number 9. Niklaus, you are number 12. For Moon and Goss, on the desk, there's a plate of bread and more pears than you could possibly eat in one sitting. When Murik sees that you both notice the pears, he gestures toward them with unmistakable satisfaction. I remembered. He waits expectantly. Well, my research indicates that living people enjoy fruit. And I acquired every pear available in Grey Dirge this morning. That's all the research I did. I've went through every book in the past, and everything indicates that they love pears. He looks very, very anxious and upset. I should have thought of that. He pulls out his notebook again and starts writing down. Make bananas the next shopping trip. Perfect. He'll offer one final bow and say, dinner will be served in 1 hour. Lady Haldoli requested that you make yourselves comfortable before the evening's discussion. And as he as he leaves, he quietly closes the door behind him and heads downstairs. The manor settles once again into its steady rhythm. Somewhere below, through the empty hall, the hole in the floor, you can hear silverware clinking softly against polished crystal. A clock chimes the hour, and outside the last rays of daylight disappear beyond the rolling fields of Great Dirge. And then I'm going to do this. Boom. And then Control V. Okay. Cheese and crackers. I wrote too much. All right, so you guys have an hour to explore your rooms, talk. The door at the bottom of the room, it is locked. It is very ornate. Just to give you the heads up. Yes. It looks like it looks like it's possibly another bedroom. Yeah. Mostly I did this because I tried to do walls. Walls was not working. They are Berlin's private quarters. The some of the modules aren't updated to version 14 yet, so I'm making do with what I have. But if you hit Shift A and then click on your character, you will now. Actually, no, don't Shift A. I'll Shift A. Yeah, you can Shift A. Yes, Shift A or Control A. Hold on. Hold on. I have it in here. Let me look at my settings. Control configuration. That is. Um, no, that is game settings, and that is going to be MMO. At least I don't. Actually. I think I took that one out. I feel that. Um. Yeah, yeah, we're in that same. All right. Oh wait. Oof. Yeah, it's gonna be very, very hot. I don't like it. Well, well. On a side note, apparently our pool is closed until further notice because someone pooped in it. Gives a whole new meaning to the word. Gives a whole new meaning to the name shit show. um let's see. All right. Do. Okie dokers. Yeah, you all. Yeah, your characters from Almeria and your characters from this realm know each other.
Matt, did you read your Discord messages from me? Okay. 12. Everybody else will kind of have a vague reasoning why they're there. Um, I was just given incidents why Berlin herself would specifically request you. Most of it's because she's worked with you all before, and she feels that you would be the ones to get something done because she trusts you to do so. Because you've helped her, you've all four of you have helped her in some way to get things taken care of. Well, yours also, yeah. Yeah, nobody got the same exact reason why because they've all done something different for this bloodlord. You are able to tell what you want to tell from what I gave you. You could be mysterious, you could lie. I will know if you lie, but none of the other players will know that you're lying. Yeah, he's a ghost. Adakar's a ghost. Niklaus is actually a zombie or an undead haunted. Is pretty much, but you didn't die per se, but and I don't know why this is taking forever. Do you have a fly speed? You do not have a fly speed. Yeah, you hover. It's basically your walking speed, but you hover at that speed. No. You basically have all the benefits of walking normally, except if it's like grease or like ice, you don't that's not considered difficult terrain for you. I'm going to say no, just so that way it doesn't break the rules too much. You can pass through non-magical and non-metal walls, but they can only be a certain thickness. Like a wooden door, you can pass through, but like 5-inch stone or 5-inch, 6-inch thick stone is going to be a little bit more difficult. You can only count to 4. Oh, it's 5 feet, not 5 inches. My bad. You have to end your movement in an open space. If you would end inside an object, you are shunted to the nearest open space and take force damage equal to your level. Yeah. And to pass through the objects, you can only stride or fly half your speed. Yeah. Hold on one second. Listen. Your character sheet will tell you everything that you can do with your actions tab or your spellcasting tab or your feat tab. I've either added one of those three things. Adakar, if you also look on your left side of your character sheet, Adakar, you'll notice your dark vision, your spirit sense, all your immunities, and all your resistances because of what you are. Okay. Yes. Yes. Each of you will yes, it does. It does have plumbing. However, there's no bathrooms here, so you'll have to figure out where to go to the bathroom. Yes, each of you, there will be bathrooms available. 14 is Berlin's chambers. Well, I mean, you do have bathrooms. There's a ladies' bathroom, or there's a men's bathroom, and then there's a ladies' bathroom. Yeah, you're all the living. Oh wait, gosh, you have room for your badger in there, so they don't worry about you jumping off. Mm-hmm. Jumping off. Yeah. Hold on. Say something again. Are you serious? This isn't even picking up. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I have to fix this. It has literally just been me talking this entire time. Oh geez. Hold on. Out.
I love
it. Okay, there we go.
We got voyeur in here.
You've got volume now. I am so sorry, audience. I've been talking to you and not the players have not been talking to you. It has been me, and I am so sorry for that. It's fixed now.
String him up, guys.
So I was talking about genocide the other day.
Jesus Christ.
Don't regret this.
Close, but no cigar.
They talk dirty to me, so.
Well, time for me to go jump off a bridge.
Well, then off I go to my balcony.
Speaking of jumping, if I jump off the balcony, but I'm like hovering, but do I still take falling damage?
Yes.
Oh no.
Because you can only hover right before you hit the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm immune to precision damage. So what if I fall directly on my head?
That's force damage.
It won't be a critical hit.
Okay.
Also, you're not immune to brain damage as well.
Clearly, he's already got
Yeah.
that.
His last two brain falls are fighting for third place.
It's funny because it's true.
So, why are they so worried about me jumping off the balcony?
They're not. It was a running joke.
Oh, I'm gonna say I can jump off, everybody out, and then
you're
fly.
A bone bag.
You are a skeleton wearing a mech suit. Just remember that.
Messy.
You're what the people of this realm call quick. You are a quick.
I'm very quick. I have 40 foot movement speed.
That's what she said.
Jeez.
Mr. Moon, I can smell you.
Seems like a personal problem.
Why is the assistant game master following me?
Wait, who is the assistant game master?
I don't know, but it's following me.
It shouldn't. Oh, hold on.
wait, who?
It's following you because I have it set up to where if you guys go a separate distance from you, it actually follows the characters, so I can see where everybody's going. Adakar, Mr. I'm going to travel 15 miles down a temple.
Yeah. Oh, was that bad?
I just wasn't aware
He just
you were
kept taking left turns. He thought he was going to go back, but
What the hell is going on? Why are you doing a dance?
Because it felt like it.
How are you doing that?
if I sit,
Right?
All
right. Is there anything interesting in my room?
Me.
You're not interested.
Oh.
You are number 9. It is very frost themed. There's like it's very you. There's a little miniature. It's a little miniature library right here. If it'll ding it. Apparently I can't ding anything.
Anything interesting in the library?
There are some books that you've never seen in Almeria, but there are books that draw some recollection from your time, from the person you were inhabiting's time here.
So that would mean like all the books are not from Almeria?
Yeah, none of the books. None of the books that are on any of the bookshelves are from Almeria.
Anything that might be useful or interesting?
Do what?
I said, is there anything that might be useful or interesting?
The most interesting thing that you can find of it is like histories of Grey Dirge, the what is it? Who the history of Geb, what the heck is that?
Nothing.
It's a ghost.
How did you do that?
Token magic.
Tell me this sorcery.
It's token magic.
Oh.
Look at their macros.
Whee!
Oh Jesus. Okay. I'm jumping off bridge now. But you know that
I've been trying to kill him for 3 games now.
Can't catch me. I'm too dodgy.
You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. So that big old thing that I sent you guys, whereas like the undead populated nation of Geb is the principal food exporter, blah 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 blah. That's directly from the Blood Lord's adventure path. Then there's a timeline. Basically, this is some of the information that you'll get in the book. You've never heard of any of these names, but the Geb version of you has. You were a Gebite.
I accidentally deleted my token.
Oh well.
I've become mortal again.
No, you haven't.
I acknowledge this is true.
You're dead.
Well, I'm alive.
I need to
You're
find
dead
Klaus.
again.
I need to become dead again.
There's
Hold
a
on.
spell
What
called
the hell happened to me?
Undeath
Don't.
to Death, and that's what happened.
Okay. What in the living heck?
Yeah, somehow he put his token on my token.
No.
Was it what?
For some odd reason, I was on the ruler aspect of the token or the slide bar.
Hmm.
Hey, there we go. Lightning.
DM's gonna quit.
All right, so it's been about an hour. You guys got to check out your rooms, jump off balconies, and test whether or not you can actually float and fly through walls. But precisely 1 hour after Mjork leaves you to your rooms, you will all see him. If you're standing in the atrium, or if you're in your rooms, he will walk up and knock on the door of each chamber door softly. It's not loud enough to startle you, but it is perfectly timed, perfectly measured, and somehow carries the unmistakable authority of a servant who has never once been late in his duties. When you open the doors, or if you see him in the hallway, he is already waiting there with his hands folded neatly behind his back. His expression is calm, though his eyes quickly pass over the living members of the party with the faint concern of a man checking whether a delicate vase has survived transport. "Dinner is served," he says. "Lady Haldolia awaits you below." He'll look briefly towards Moon, then Gaus, and his gaze lowers with clear approval to the undead badger. "I'm pleased to notice that no one has expired during the hour of rest. This reflects well upon the household." And as he
We might not
finishes
be as
saying,
durable as the undead, but we are more durable than that.
he'll nod in acknowledgement and then turn toward and leading you down the stairs. Within the last hour, the
Apparently-
manor. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was say apparently Bedikar had a period.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know where it came from.
The manor has
How are-
changed.
What the hell?
Yeah, he's messing with the token magic thing and the tiles. The manor's changed.
Yeah, it's fine.
The manor has changed in the last hour. Earlier, it had been filled with the motion of servants preparing rooms, polishing fixtures, adjusting tapestries, and making the final arrangements for guests. Now the halls feel quieter, though not empty. The skeleton attendants stand near the walls with folded hands, ready to move the moment they are needed. A ghost drifts to the upper gallery, carrying a silver tray covered in folded napkins. And somewhere beyond a closed door, a piano plays 3 slow notes before stopping with a sour, uncertain chord. I'm going to just go ahead and move everybody.
We appreciate that.
Here. And
Everything was going smoothly, and then everything just sort of like.
Mjork pauses only long enough to glance in that direction of the pianist. "The pianist occasionally forgets that he has been dead for nearly 2 centuries," he explains. "We find it unkind to interrupt him unless he reaches the 3rd movement." He resumes walking without further explanation. The dining hall occupies much of the western wing of the manor. And when the dark mahogany doors open, the room beyond feels less like a place for eating and more like a place where alliances are made, reputations are measured, and mistakes are remembered. A long polished table stretches across the floor, a floor of black and white marble covered in a purple rug. Emerald witch lights hang above in delicate glass lanterns, their glow reflecting from crystal goblets and silver utensils arranged with mathematical precision. Tall windows overlook the dimming countryside beyond the estate, where the fields of grey dirge roll into shadows beneath a bruised evening sky. And at the far end of the table sits Berlin Haldoli. And let me get her image so everybody can see her.
Is she sitting where Johnny's sitting?
She is sitting at the head of the table. Yeah, where Johnny's sitting. No, where Johnny's thing. His
yeah, just my
name.
mouse.
Yeah. Let's see.
Y'all didn't think I'd get sexy, did you?
But that is what Berlin Haldoli is. Looks like.
You're not nearly as sexy as Miss Berlin.
She is unmistakably a halfling, though nothing about her presence feels small. Her silver blonde hair falls in carefully arranged waves and braids over one shoulder, threaded with dark ribbons and tiny silver pins shaped like bones. Her gown is black velvet trimmed with crimson and deep green, elegant enough for nobility and severe enough for magistrate. An obsidian staff rests against the arm of her chair, crowned with an emerald crystal that glows softly in time with witch lights above. The moment she sees you, her face brightens with startling warmth. There you are. She rises from her chair with a quickness that almost disrupts the carefully composed atmosphere of the room. Wonderful. All of you made it. For the briefest moment, she seems genuinely delighted, almost energetic enough to cross the room herself and take each of you by the hands. Then, as if remembering the weight of her office, she reins herself in. Her posture settles, her smile remains, but it becomes sharper and more controlled. Yes, right. Dignity. Mirk clears his throat softly from beside the doorway. My lady? I know, Mirk. Her eyes sparkle with amusement. I am being dignified. You are being enthusiastic, my lady. They are not mutually exclusive. That remains a subject of household debate. Berlin waves him off with a graceful flick of her fingers and gestures toward the table. Please sit. I have no intention of making my guests stand through dinner. That would be cruel, and I reserve cruelty for people who deserve it. The servants draw out chairs for each of you with silent precision. As you take your places, Berlin watches each of you with keen interest. It is not the look of a stranger meeting hired help. It is the look of someone reviewing pieces are already known to her, pieces she has placed upon the table because she suspects they belong to the same larger puzzle. Her gaze first rests upon you, Gaus. Master Winskar, she says warmly, your family's reputation remains one of the few reliable things in this region. That alone would have been enough to earn my attention, though your recent work has made your name rather more interesting than your ancestry. She says nothing more, but Gaus, you feel the weight beneath the compliment. The memories of this life stir with the knowledge of a remote government property that no longer appears on any official map. A wardenship abruptly ended, record sealed, and a family that learned not to ask questions aloud. However, Berlin does not mention any of that in front of the others. She does not need to. The silence after her words says enough. Her attention then shifts to Edakar, and her smile changes into something more familiar, almost fond. Master Runebinder, it's been too long since our last conversation. I had begun to miss your habit of making scholars uncomfortable by asking the questions they were hoping no one else had noticed. The ghoul standing behind her chair gives a faint nod. The archive staff spoke of him for weeks, my lady. As well they should have. Most of them were very dull. And Edakar, you remember the crypt beneath the abandoned site. You remember the shells packed. And you remember all of this. And you remember most of all a name.
Yes, I do.
Berlin's eyes linger on you just long enough for you to understand that she has not forgotten that investigation either. Now, on your secret that other players close your ears, if she knows you copied a page before the archive was sealed, she gives no sign.
No, okay.
Next, she turns to you, Niklaus. Master Niklaus, I hope my letter did not cause undue concern. Matters of inheritance and ownership are often very boring until someone realizes the property in question should not legally exist. Her smile almost becomes playful. Then, quite suddenly, everyone becomes attentive. And you feel your own private memory answer her words. You remember
the deceased relative. You remember most of the mundane documents, but one old claim tied to something that should not exist. And then finally, Berlin looks at you, Moon. Master Hanul, your discretion continues to recommend you. For the first time, her tone softens into something almost serious. Many people can find irregularities. Far fewer understand that the discovery itself is only the beginning. One must also decide what to do with the truth once it is placed in one's hands. And you remember the records, the files, the official whose work had been not too open. You remember choosing not to go forth with exposure. You remember how quickly the case vanished afterwards. And Berlin then raises her glass as she has spoken to each of you. I'm pleased you all accepted my invitation. And dinner begins before business is mentioned. The first course is brought in by a pair of skeletal servants, moving so smoothly that the silver trays barely tremble in their hands. The food is beautiful, fragrant, and entirely unnecessarily for at least some of the people in the room. There's roasted meat in dark sauce, vegetables glazed with herbs, fresh bread, spiced mushrooms, and crystal decanters of deep red wine. The living members of the party receive generous portions. The undead receive equally generous portions, though it is unclear whether this is hospitality, tradition, or Berlin's fondness for ritual. Moon, Gaus, both your plates arrive with particular ceremony. A skeleton sets it before you in a careful arrangement of meat, bread, vegetables, and 3 pears. Mirk stands a little straighter at this. I did consult multiple sources. Berlin glances at the plate. Berlin glances at the plate as Mirk practically bashes the little notebook on his forehead as he continuously forgets the bananas.
It's okay. Okay.
Berlin looks at the plate. Mirk, did you put pears in the main course? They are fruit, my lady. I can see that. Living guests enjoy fruit. They do not generally require it for every course. This gets the ghoul to look genuinely troubled. Should I have selected a 4th pear? You can see the frustration on her face for a moment as she closes her eyes, as if she's summoning the patience from the depths of the grave. No, 3 pears will be sufficient. Mirk makes a note in his notebook. 3 pears is sufficient. It's Mhyrk, Mirk.
Mirk?
Yeah.
And I'll gesture Mirk's like a.
Oh, when I read it, I thought it was like a goofy, like like a Goof Troop, like the Goofy movie. Like,
Mirk? Mirk?
Yeah. Oh, that makes way more sense though. It's so much more creepy. Mirk.
I'll gesture to Mirk. If it's not too much trouble, I mean, if you have it, could you give me a shot of some stag blood?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Stag blood. Mistress Haldoli, do we have any stag blood? And Berlin will look at him and she'll shake her head and say, no, and Master Gaus, we do not have stag blood. We don't have many stags in this part of the... You'd have to go pretty far to hunt them if that is something you so wish to do.
Very well.
But you did notice that Mirk is writing in his notebook, and you do hear him say, make sure to get bananas. Make sure to find a stag. Question mark. Question mark.
That is not.
What is a stag?
Normal living. Most people don't
that
stag
right
blood.
there, that to-do list is going to be an epic adventure for him.
Just wait till he finds out about fruit salad. Making
Oh
that
no!
watermelon,
Yummy.
apples, orange, greens. It can have cherries. It can have. Come on, help me out here, guys.
There are
Oh,
some
Lordy.
secrets that are better kept out of the grave. Okay.
Oh, we're nearby the that place. Maybe some cactus flower. Yum.
Uh-oh. We have a new mention. Somebody posted, oh, what the heck? Oh, okay. It said
We're at Twitch, YouTube.
Jesus Christ, Johnny. What the fuck did you do? Doinkers.
I mean, you said she's a halfling, but then you said nothing about her small. And so I was like, oh, yeah, them titties, though.
She's a halfling with a full sling.
Jesus. Oh, man.
Oh,
Oh, that's a cool
this
one.
is why we need girls in games occasionally.
What? Come on, we can enjoy doinkers and still get serious.
To curb this type of behavior.
What type of behavior? I don't know what you're talking about.
Speaking of which, audience, if you want to help curb the male ego here, we are looking for a fifth potential member. Fifth potential member, possibly, for at least the remainder of the Bloodlords campaign. So if you're wanting to join our Discord, hit us up, let us know. We will interview. We need to curb it.
We don't care if you're a man or a woman or whatever. Just enjoy doinkers with us.
As long as
Jesus.
you're not these guys.
Yeah. Well, the campaign's over.
No, we can behave. We can behave.
We couldn't even get through one episode, guys.
Cut to credits.
What happens
but
if I do a poke and a pinch?
But the general conversation during this meal is just it's pleasant. She'll ask you about your travel, comments on the recent harvest difficulties. She'll complain that some of her skeleton gardeners continue to overwater her roses because none of them can smell root rot. There will be several minutes spent describing a fungus that grows only in zombie-worked soil and tastes, according to her, like peppered butter and old secrets. However, Murk disagrees with this assessment and refuses to say so aloud. Those who are close to him will hear him mutter his disapprovals. We can do a little role playing here. Well, Adekar's dead.
No, I'm back. I just occasionally become blood.
He is a ghost, so I mean, that makes sense.
Do what?
He said he's dead, and I said, well, he's a ghost, so.
Yeah.
He keeps pushing buttons. He's gonna find out.
That's what I do.
Man,
At
I
one
could
point
take a look at your roses if you so desire. I mean, I am quite trained with nature.
Excuse me.
What are you clicking now?
It was just referencing Figment.
At one point during the conversation, Berlin will mention that she's been attempting to perfect a spell that would allow deceased chickens to continue laying eggs. And she will repeatedly say, it would revolutionize breakfast.
Only if they were living eggs.
But would
If they
the
were rotten eggs,
inside
there'd be problems.
of the egg be living or dead?
Well, that's the point, that we're trying to make sure that they continue producing living eggs. And then Murk will look at his expression, does not change, it stays neutral. He goes, my lady, the last attempt destroyed the East Poultry House. Well, only partially. It was raining feathers for 6 hours. And yet we learned something. We learned that the chickens objected.
You could fill a lot of pillows with those feathers.
But you can get a feel between these two. The comedy of these exchanges softens the room a little bit. It never fully hides the truth of where you are. This is still Geb. The servants are still dead. The woman laughing over dinner is still a bloodlord, and a powerful one at that. The food is still being served beneath the gaze of ancestral portraits whose eyes seem just a little too aware. And eventually, as the final plates are cleared and the wine is replaced with tea, the conversation naturally begins to slow, and she lets it. She does not rush into the matter that brought you here. She allows the silence to settle in and settle until it feels like part of the meal rather than an interruption. When she finally speaks again, her voice has lost none of its warmth, but every trace of playfulness has been carefully set aside. I'm gonna take a quick break. Give me 5 seconds, or give me a little bit. BRB.
I'll be back. I go check out the place anyway.
Give me 3 steps, mister.
Meanwhile, Adakar's flipping out.
Oh, I
Yep,
can't
he
eat. May
found
as well
buttons.
dance. Dance, dance like it's the last night of your life. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work either.
No, in my head, safety dance is what you're doing.
You can dance if you want to.
I wanna dance with somebody who loves me.
Of
Somebody
course.
who...
The mage armor stays in my actual square. Kind of mesmerizing. Actually, I think it's making me motion sick. Let's stop. Ooh, chromatic bubble.
That is what that is.
That is so cool. Does it change if I bulge? Ooh, it stays the same.
Yeah, we got to work on wording.
Pinch and bulge. I am now throbbing ghost.
Yep,
Sir, I need you
still
to stop.
words.
What, like entirely, or?
Well, it sounds like you have a mastery over words, and then you start to use them, and I doubt that.
Well, that's the great thing about mastery.
Some of those effects would be cool for playing Geo, though.
What's this one do? Oh, nice.
Did you tear a hole in reality?
Yeah.
Only the backside.
Hey. Open a portal to a parallel dimension. Which dimension? The goatsy dimension. Ah. Ooh. What's this
What does this
Ah.
button do?
It added an Ioun stone. That's so cool.
Sorry, I'm back.
We're not
right.
sorry you're back. We missed you.
Well, I missed you.
We did.
But let me rephrase that. Sorry, I'm back.
It's all right.
All right. So, what effect do you have now on you, Adakar?
Nothing. That's just how it is. You made it that way.
Sustaining figment.
Well, that it would be a way to explain all the weird shit happening.
So, as I was saying, the conversation will shift and she'll speak. I did not invite you here merely just because you're capable. She folds her hands on the table. Capable people are common enough if one is willing to lower one's standards. I invited you because each of you has encountered something that should not exist, and each of you had the good sense to survive the encounter without making yourselves inconveniently public. Her eyes move from one of you to the next. A family wardenship over property erased from every map, an archive filled with records of people who were never born, an inheritance tied to land no office will admit exists, and altered government files corrected quietly and then buried even more quietly. She pauses, but not long enough to expose anyone's secret fully, but long enough to make it clear that she knows the shape of them all. I've spent many years managing land, labor, taxes, harvests, corpse, contracts, and lies. One becomes familiar with the ordinary forms of dishonesty. A falsified deed has a smell to it. A forged signature has weight. A bribed clerk leaves traces, and even if only through certain improvements in wardrobe. Her smile returns faintly. What concerns me are the records that are not false. She taps one finger against the tabletop. The ones that are perfectly authentic and still impossible. The room feels colder despite the fire burning in the hearth. That is why I've asked for you. She reaches beneath the table and draws out a rolled map sealed with the crest of House Haldoli. She breaks the seal and spreads the parchment across the polished wood, and it shows the land surrounding Grey Dirge, marked with roads, farmsteads, irrigation lines, old burial plots, and property boundaries maintained with bureaucratic precision. Her finger settles on a modest farm several miles from the estate. Old Ergag's Farm. The name is familiar to all of you. Your memories of this world supply the details without effort. Ergag is an experienced overseer, stubborn and practical, and deeply unpleasant in the way of men who have spent decades being correct. His farm is not glamorous, but it is productive. It has supplied grain, vegetables, rendered bone meal, and zombie livestock to nearby operations for years. She reaches for a folded letter. 3 days ago, I received this, and she slides it to the center of the table. The letter is brief. My lady, the animals have become difficult. Please advise. Ergag. And she sighs softly. Ergag has worked under my authority for nearly 30 years. He has complained about taxes, weather, shortages, and beetles, neighboring fences, incompetent teamsters, and the list can go on. And there was this one particular goose with an attitude I can only describe as legally actionable. A vile creature. He has never described anything as difficult. She lifts the letter again and studies it as though its brevity insults her. According to the official report, several zombie livestock escaped confinement. If that were the whole of the matter, I would not have invited you to dinner. I would have sent a crew, replaced a fence, and billed Ergag for the inconvenience. But no further messages have arrived. She places the letter beside the map. No couriers returned from the farm. No updated report has reached my office. The surrounding roads remain passable, but traffic has begun to avoid the area because of rumors. The local authorities assure me the situation is contained, which is a phrase most often used by people standing beside something very much not contained. And she'll lean back in her chair. I want you to go to old Ergag's farm. I want you to determine what happened, and if the farm can be restored, restore it. If workers remain, secure them. If Ergag lives, question him. If he does not, question what remains of him. Her tone does not change at the last sentence. In Geb, even death does not excuse one from administrative follow-up. Most importantly, I want you to discover whether this is merely a failed farm or whether it is another impossible record waiting to be written. She lets that thought rest for a moment before drawing out a second document. This parchment is heavier, older. Its edges are reinforced with thin strips of dark leather, and the seal pressed into the wax is unmistakably genuine. This is the deed to Valebrook Manor. Mjörk shifts slightly. Yes, Mjörk, I am telling them. As you wish, my lady. She slides the deed across the table. The manor sits outside Grey Dirge. It once belonged to a minor noble family whose descendants are either dead, missing, disinherited, transformed, or refusing to answer letters. It does require work, and there are structural concerns, several lingering occupants, and at least one room that should not be entered without proper preparation. The attic has improved. Has it? It screams less frequently. That is not improvement. That's... you get the point. Respectfully, my lady, that with haunted architecture, pacing is often the best one can hope for. Resolve the situation at Old Ergag's farm, and Velbrook Manor becomes yours. Considerate payment, investment, and convenience all at once. If you're going to continue working with me, I would prefer you to have a base of operations that is not rented by the week. Her expression softens again, though only slightly. I will not insult you by pretending this is a simple errand, but I do not believe it. She folds her hands once more. You have all seen what happens when history is altered quietly enough that people stop noticing the absence. Something is wrong in the lands around Grey Dirge. Perhaps Old Ergag's farm is unrelated. Then her smile becomes thin and dangerous. But I've lived far too long to trust coincidence. She looks at each of you in return. So, my friends, will you go to the farm?
Of course. I will. Love farms.
Nod. Farms don't love you.
I'll nod affirmingly.
Perfect.
As well.
Well, enjoy the rest of your night. If you could head out on the morrow, it would be a great convenience to do so. The sooner that we find out what has happened here, the sooner we can get things done and taken care of.
Sounds good.
So, we can have dessert or what?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
Hey, you guys are undead. You don't need to eat. I need to eat.
I am not undead.
Oh, okay. Well, you should eat too.
I did eat. I ate dinner.
Dinner comes with
You
dessert.
ate din-din.
The hell
You
is it?
describe it to me.
So the remainder of the evening passes without urgency then. Conversation returns naturally to lighter subjects as tea is poured and dessert quietly appears upon polished silver trays. Mirk insists that everyone try a blackberry tart prepared from berries harvested only that morning, though he remains visibly concerned that the living members of the party have not consumed enough fruit. By the time the evening comes to its natural conclusion, servants have already prepared fresh rooms, laid out traveling clothes that are somehow been cleaned despite never leaving your possession, and quietly arranged your equipment in perfect order. No one remembers asking them to do so. The morning arrives beneath a blanket of gray clouds. A faint mist hangs over the countryside as the estate slowly awakens. Somewhere outside your windows, skeleton gardeners have already begun trimming hedges. Ghostly attendants drift between the upper balconies carrying baskets of freshly picked herbs, while zombies carefully stack crates beside waiting wagons. The entire estate moves with practiced rhythm, as though every soul, living or otherwise, understands precisely where it belongs. Breakfast has already been prepared by the time you descend the grand staircase. Mirk stands beside the entrance hall with a clipboard tucked beneath one arm. He offers each of you a respectable bow before looking towards Moon and Gaus. I took your advice and I have diversified today's menu. There are only 2 pears and 1 banana. He gestures proudly toward the dining table. Arranged are 2 pears with a banana sitting in front of it.
In the middle.
There are also
that looks
apples.
Oh, you got apples too? Good. I was just going to ask.
After breakfast, Berlin meets you within the entrance hall rather than her study. She's already dressed for the day of dressed for the day, though it's immediately apparently that she has no intention of accompanying you. She's in traveling robes of black and emerald. Instead, she walks directly towards an enormous map depicting the Grey Dirge hinterlands on the wall. You'll find old Ergag's farm roughly 3 hours east by carriage. One slender finger traces the road. The route is well maintained, and you should encounter no difficulties reaching the property. She pauses. Assuming whatever difficulties that currently exist remain at the property. The attempt at reassurance is only moderately successful. She retrieves a leather satchel resting upon a nearby table and hands it to Gaus. Within are the farm's tax records, harvest reports, work registry, and recent correspondence. Another small envelope follows. This contains my official seal. And then her expression grows slightly more serious. If anyone attempts to interfere with your investigation, present the seal before resorting to violence. However, if violence becomes necessary after that, I trust your judgment.
Thank you.
Outside, a carriage already awaits. Unlike the one that you rode in that was all elegant, this one is built for work rather than ceremony. The reinforced wheels, practical seating, and enough storage for supplies suggest that it regularly travels between farms throughout the hinterlands. His driver waits patiently beside the skeletal horses. These horses are actually very immaculate. Every bone has been carefully polished. Their tack gleams, and each animal patiently paws the ground despite possessing neither muscle nor flesh. One of them even sneezes.
So I was thinking about those undead chickens, and you know, she might be onto something. Could use them to make deviled eggs.
I hate you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
With your bellies full and a direction to go, the journey begins beneath a cool morning sky. For nearly an hour, the countryside unfolds peacefully around you. Wide fields stretch across gently rolling hills, worked tirelessly by ranks of undead laborers. Skeletons harvest grain with mechanical precision while zombies guide heavy plows pulled by skeletal oxen. Here and there, living overseers direct operations from horseback, recording production figures upon clipboards before continuing toward the next field. Everything feels normal. There are children laughing outside a roadside farmhouse as two skeletons help repair a fence. A merchant caravan passes in the opposite direction carrying barrels of preserved vegetables. One driver politely tips his hat towards your carriage after noticing Berlin's seal displayed near the driver. As the next few hours pass, however, subtle changes begin creeping into the landscape. Fields become less orderly, fence posts lean at awkward angles, birdsong gradually disappears, and the first abandoned wagon appears beside the road. And its cargo remains untouched. One wheel has broken clean away. There has been no effort made to recover it.
I do like an inspection of that just to.
It looks as if the wheel broke and whoever was driving it just walked away. No foul play. You can see cleanly where the wheel broke from the axle.
Interesting.
And then a mile later, another one stands half buried in weeds. Then another. Each one, its wares still intact, and a wheel broken surreptitiously. The skeletal horses pulling your carriage begin slowing of their own accord. The driver notices immediately. I don't like this road. He gives the reins a gentle tug. They've travelled it hundreds of times. His brow furrows. They've never hesitated before. The air itself feels heavier now, not colder, quieter, as though the countryside has begun holding its breath. Eventually, the trees open into a broad farming valley, and you can see the makeup of old Ergag's farm lying beyond. At first glance, it almost appears peaceful. Weathered fences surround enormous grazing fields, Several large barns dominate the property while grain silos rise beside a sturdy farmhouse overlooking the operation. Smoke no longer rises from the chimney. No workers can be seen, no animals wander the fields, and you do not hear any sounds upon the breeze. The only movement comes from a windmill slowly turning in the distance. And you can hear the rhythmic creaking echo across the valley. And then a sound, very far off and barely audible, a low, wet moan. Not close enough to identify, not loud enough to determine its source, but only enough to remind you that something on this farm is still alive, or perhaps something that no longer should be. The carriage rolls to a stop just outside the front gate. And now I can pull up this. Let me see if I can do it correctly. What's this one?
Windmills are tragic, silly beings. You'll never fly.
All right. Boom. 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 Boom.
Boom.
And then
Boom.
Cool.
all right.
Oh.
So as the driver comes to a stop, he does say, this is the furthest I'll go. And he drops you off. What you can see is that there's a heavy iron gate that is slammed shut on someone trying to enter the farm. The corpse pinned by the gate wears a dark red cloak streaked with crusted blood. A leather satchel is crushed against the corpse's chest by the gates.
And inspect the gate, see if there's any mechanisms or anything like that that made it forcibly closed on this guy.
All right. I need 1 second. Let me see.
I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
So when you do the inspection, you notice that a trap has been is disarmed. You do know that you can reset it to protect the farm, use it against anything here. I will need.
But if I set it and then we go in and I set it, we could set it off when we exit. No,
Yeah.
I'll tell. Wait, you want me to do this athletics check?
If you want to. You don't have to. It's just whoever wants to do it. If that's to open the gate, it's currently locked. All right, so you succeed. You can pull the body and the satchel back. The cloak bears the same symbol as a scrap of cloth. Well, actually, no, you don't know that. The cloak bears a three-fingered skeletal hand stitched in off-white thread. The satchel contains 4 small packets of a strange gray paste. Though all but one of the packets had burst when the gate slammed shut on them. I need either crafting or medicine check.
I'm a trained crafter and a trained medicine, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Let me see what's higher.
I have 17 crafting.
Yeah, I think mine are that too. Let's see. Medicine, 13 crafting, 17 food crafting.
All right. All right, the pace is not particularly especially dangerous, but may have mildly uncomfortable effects on the imbiber's muscles.
It's a soreness elixir.
Pretty much.
It makes
Hold on.
An elixir of soreness. Hey, tequila. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right.
Ah,
And then right here is the satchel.
Well, whoever wants the packet of gray paste, get after it. Whoa, what was it? Anti-plague. And fortify the body's defense against diseases. I'm drinking. Okay.
As you enter the gate, you will see 4 grain silos, each about 20 feet in diameter and constructed from sturdy wooden staves. They stand in the northwest corner. You see 3 rotting humanoid corpses lie on the ground nearby, each still clutching long, hafted farming implements. The hatch of the northeastern silo is open, and much of the grain is spilled onto the ground. I need to do this. If I can.
Now, you said I can reset that trap, right? If I wanted to?
Yes.
So I'll confer with the group. When we go in, you want me to reset this trap?
Okay, hold on, Adacarp. I've got this prepped and planned. You're moving too far for me to keep this up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You can tell that these silos stored grain harvested from the fields. The corpses are those of 3 husk zombie charge hands who confronted the intruders. The only remaining witness to this confrontation, you don't know this. Never mind. I'm reading from the book, so please forgive me. I need. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. This isn't working. It's being refreshed right now for some odd reason.
Where's Moon?
a little bit farther in.
Yeah, he's over by the grain that spilled out of the silo. Alrighty. So, okay, good.
Oh, I've spotted another corpse over here.
Either investigate or search.
I don't know the difference.
There we go. Actually, don't do that one. Let's see. Searching area. I just need a perception. All right.
Oh.
Hey, change my roll.
Change your roll.
Somebody hit my dice and it changed the number. But it didn't change the actual roll that was recorded.
You all will discover several coils of sturdy climbing rope and padded grappling hooks stashed between the silos and the wall to the north. It looks as if they had been recently used. A thorough inspection reveals a portion of wall just north of the silos is partially sunken into the earth, and the crumbling wall has multiple easy handholds and footholds inside and outside that allow for easy scaling without a rope. Now that we're at the bodies over, hold on. Let's see. The 3 bodies here is when you can now do this, this, or this. One of those 3.
We all can do one of those 3, or only one of us can do one of those 3?
You can do all 3 if you want. And it's for whoever wants to inspect the corpses.
I see all.
Alrighty.
You see nothing.
Oh, geez.
Well, I still see something, but I also see some bullshit.
All right.
Good old
So
dubious knowledge.
there's no critical failures on skill checks, but Moon, wait, you already did that. Oh, I thought with your perception check, Gaus and Moon, you both got critical successes. Adakar, you got a success. You realize that a brutal fight took place near the silos. A group of 6 or more people took a defensive position near the silos and then surrounded and slaughtered the charge hands before fleeing in multiple directions. For those who critically succeeded, you realize the attackers and the charge hands all use relatively light and simple weapons, such as clubs and improvised weapons in some cases, and no one involved seemed to have been expecting a fight. Also, did anybody inspect the silos, Moon? I think you were over there doing that.
I was.
All right. I need you to click one of those 2. Whichever one you're more proficient in.
Could I use psychometric assessment?
Did you inspect the silos?
I can do that, yeah.
Okay, then click one of those 2 investigate buttons.
Oh, okay. I wanted to use this ability thing. It's under the exploration. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have
know.
that too.
The psychometric resonance.
Yep.
The psychometric assessment. I don't know.
Is that a
Okay.
spell? Is that a spell or a feat?
That's the one where you
Yeah.
like get the emotional like feelings and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that's the one where the read psychometric resonance.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like there was a lot of difficult emotions going on around here. See if I can get an idea of what motivated this disgusting slaughter.
All right, you'll spend 1 minute concentrating on what are you particularly concentrating on?
What do you guys think I should concentrate on to get an impression?
Probably the dead people.
Oh yeah, they're corpses now. They're items now. Sure, I'll do that.
All right, you'll be taken back to the time that they were tending the farm. Then this group of six people that look like they're bandits jumped the fence, surrounded them, and basically hacked them down. All the farmhands that were here were subsequently killed.
Oh my.
For Gaus, and yeah, for Gaus to check the silos. You do know that there is a pinkish gray powder sprinkled across the grain in all 4 silos. You can tell that it's not poisonous, but may briefly cause a mild headache.
Is it similar to the paste that the gray paste?
It is different, but it's the same, similar. This is a powder, and the gray paste was a paste. You all will know that if the handholds and footholds, you can tell that they were made there. And now, let's see this. Let's see, no. Where is everybody? Johnny's here too. Just so I can have all 3 people or all 4 people here. Alrighty. So for this little bit, you all are going to be given $30 XP. Purchase this little portion of the thing. Close by, you can see 3 carts with 4 more bodies. You hear a horse in the distance. The wagons are empty, as they are next in line to be loaded with food to be shipped to Grey Dirge. You see the remains of what's left of men wearing the same 3-fingered outfit and Adakar. These are some of the same men you saw that were killing the farmhands. You do notice that a lot of the bites and damage are from zombie dogs that had ripped them to shreds, and an insatiable zombie horse gnawed on them for several days. It is impossible to discern anything more than that they were once a few humanoids.
I would like to search through them to see if they have any anything that looks like a personal effect.
I'm gonna move you guys back just a tiny little bit, because this is what you'll notice when you come in here is that the zombie dogs and the horse are eating on this creature or this thing, and now I'm going to need initiatives. So I'm going to do this. Boom, 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 4, 5, 6, 7.
So many guys.
Yep.
I rolled a nat 20 with that.
All right, Gaus. So if you actually go into your character sheet, go to your companions tab up there, and that is how you can summon your badger.
Companions tab. Oh, right there it is. And just click on them? Or
Click on
do I
them
have
and
to
then
click and drag?
Yeah, you have to click and click. So click on the character and then click where you want them summoned.
Oh, I see. I see.
And now I will add him into the combat as well.
He's no longer a young.
I guess he's not an old badger either.
No,
He's a dead badger.
dead badger. He's a dead badger that don't give no shit.
These are all zombies, eh?
Yep. Begin encounter. But I will do this. I'm trying to get this. It said excluding young badger from initiative. Oh, because he goes on your turn. All right.
Right. Yep.
Start of the round is Gaus.
All right. Well, since it's a mature pen, it can kind of do what it wants.
You
If I
just
don't
can.
use the command or animal, It'll use one action basically. I don't
So
have to waste a.
No, it'll take its turn on your turn, so it can do a full action.
But I don't have to use the command or animal
No.
action to do stuff.
No. In essence, the way that I've had this is your Eidolon now, because you did have that level of summoner, or that archetype of summoner.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna move up onto here.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm back.
I don't know. That
Sorry about that.
might be too close for my bow, but we'll see.
We are in combat right now.
Alt.
Let's fuck some shit up.
How do I select the horse?
T.
Oh, T. Okay. All right. Well, we use my bow. Critical hit. Boom.
Alrighty. Deal that
So I
critical
hit-
damage.
Critical damage.
Did we by chance show them the seal?
These are undead animals.
I'm sure her instructions were clear though. Show the seal, then it's overwhelmed.
And then my badger will run up. Oh, it's dead. I killed it. I killed the horse. Sorry, guys. My badger will move up and attack this guy. Let's see here.
Good question, DM.
Yes.
If I am undead and I cast things that deal damage specifically to undead, does it also damage me?
No. So, one thing that you will know in Undead Society is that healing magic can only be done by like certified officials in Geb, because of how dangerous it is to the undead. So, like living clerics are far and few in between, because some places in this nation fear, like, basically it's the witch trials, or they go on like cleric hunts, unless it is an approved, like somebody who is under the rule of a blood lord who does clerical work for their living staff. So if nobody knows that you cast healing spells, they, as far as you know, I do believe that there is actually a group of people in this realm who hunt down positive energy users.
Okay, so aside from healing though, like I get what is it? Divine Lance, I get Bless, I get, Radiant Field, Radiant Torrent, all Holy Light, they all do
Let's see,
they
for
all do
your
effect instead.
Divine Lance does just divine. What damage does it do? It just casts holy, like your divine damage. Okay, hold on a second. Radiance. I think it would be radiant damage. I think it's just specifically healing damage. Adokar, what do? You hit the zombie hound?
Yep. I
Alright.
grab something handy nearby, like a skull, and I'll grab a piece of, like, I don't know, farming implement or something like that, or a discarded weapon, and hurl it, slashing into the zombie.
All right, roll damage.
It says that I got a critical hit. I only got
Yes.
a 24. Oh, okay. Alrighty. How do I have to do something to make it a critical hit?
Whenever you roll the damage, we can apply it that way. Because on the critical success, you deal double damage.
Oh, okay.
Guessing all these things are like 4 health.
Yeah.
I went for level 1 character.
Alrighty. Okay. Auto assign. Just the defeated. Create new variable. Auto assign. Boom. Congratulations. Combat is over. Combat took 1 round.
I want both of you guys to move.
Turns out telekinetic projectile is pretty good. Where are we going now?
No, so they were undead, but I mean that's not unusual in here. Do they look unusual in any way for them to attack? Or are they just like rabid undead animals?
They were undead. They look like they had been there for a minute.
Okay.
All right. Stop. Okay, never mind. So you see right here, Gaus and Johnny, Adakar. I'm gonna move you back just a tiny bit, so that way, so you don't trigger that just yet without unknowing it. You see 2 buildings. One has been basically blown up, and the other one is intact. Also in the pen, you see a rather large cow that it has. This is what you see. And it is like pawing at the ground. It's like, it's going to town with, you see a low wooden fence fallen in many places with all its gates thrown open. Once enclosed, a wide dirt yard. The dirt is trampled with an unsettling amount of blood and gore. Various parts of roughly 5 corpses lie strewn about, and most of them trampled into mangled flesh and bones. This yard was an enclosed space for the charge hands to practice tending and controlling zombie workers and animals. It was wrecked by roaming zombies, including this creature. The 5 corpses are a mix of destroyed zombies and husk zombie charge hands, though the extensive damage and intermingling of their scattered body parts makes them indistinguishable. There are no weapons in sight. These charge hands were trying to control this beast, not fighting intruders. All animals at Old Ergog's farm are zombies that work the farm and are not raised as food. A farmer hoping to curry favor with Berlin as a bloodlord gave her this cow, thinking she would keep the cow alive at her villa in Great Urge. Instead, Berlin killed and reanimated the cow, creating the strongest worker on Old Ergog's farm. This is a little bit of information that you would have on your travel there. Tireless in hauling and tilling, for some reason, the farm's other zombie animals gravitated towards this creature, who you do remember is Mushguta, allowing the charge hands to control a much larger group just by commanding the boss cow. The other zombies don't attack this creature under any circumstances, but she isn't able to give them commands. This cow's large for her breed. Her hide is mottled red and white, though much of her skin and flesh are missing. The charged hands work her hard, even under the care of the corpse tenders. Much of her body is more bone than flesh. She has one horn left as the other broke off. And you could tell that it looks like it was a recent break. A gleaming scythe with a dark shaft and leather-bound grips is embedded deeply into her side, just above her shoulder, so deep that the blade pokes through her ribs on her other side. She doesn't seem to notice or mind. Let's see. All right, she has yet to notice you, just so you know.
Is it possible to calm her? You know, because I'm, with all my experience with my animal companion and being able to train animals, with it being undead, am I still able to attempt to calm and, you know, get her to relax and not attack us?
Let's see. You would not be able to. Mostly because you have a feeling that an undead creature may not, unless you yourself are undead. I'll give you the +2 to pass when you think that your badger or an undead party member could potentially.
Yeah, I mean, I
talk.
could use the badger. I can, because I can control the badger and I can go through all that with my badger. So use my badger as a middleman to calm the cow down.
Yeah, you could do that, definitely.
All right, I'll try to do that. So let me click. Let's do this. Then I'll just move my badger up by itself.
Yeah.
You know, when it's
Hold on 1 second.
all right.
Because it's not. The. I have to do this. Configure party token. I'm trying to find how to get it to where there we go. Configure ownership. Okay. All right, as you move your badger up to the creature, it paws the ground and looks at him, not angrily, but dismissive. You can tell that your badger is basically growling at it in Necrol. Let's see. Yeah, so the creature isn't threatened by your badger.
Okay. So it'll let my badger move up a little bit.
All right, still not threatened. Adokar, from your location, you can see. Let me see if you can actually see it. No, you would not be able to. Niklaus, however, directly opposite where the barn, where the damaged barn, you can see a body sticking out of the debris with a very mysterious looking horn sticking out of it.
Is it really mysterious?
Yeah, it's a very mysterious horn.
That'd be my
You've never seen a horn like this before, especially not on a cow with a recently broken horn.
That's what I thought. Very mysterious.
A little duct tape. We can fix that.
Fix the horn. Maybe not the guy.
Oh, my badger will move up one more time.
All right. Still no change. The cow kind of just meanders around. Doesn't really pay any attention to your badger.
Now, so since it's undead, what's the language? They can actually speak to each other than like this undead language?
Well, it's kind of
undead animal language.
Yeah.
Now,
Hello there.
I think let's see, let me look at my feeds here.
Only feet.
I believe I can speak with, like, and it actually understand me because it's my Idolian or whatever.
You do not understand Necril, so you would not be able to speak its language.
Can he speak to the badger, though? I think that's what he's asking.
Like,
Yes.
I can speak to the badger and it'll understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Basically, you wouldn't get full sentences or full pictures. Animals speak in, like, what they see and perceive, not in how they feel about it. Unless it's like danger, danger. What you get from your Eidolon from the cow is that danger, scary, kill, protect, hungry, big hungry.
Well, our characters are from like the ones that we're inhabiting are from Geb, right?
Yes.
Isn't Necril the language of Geb?
So, Necril is the language of undead.
Right.
So people still would speak Taldane or Common. You may inhabit the bodies, but you are also not taking on all the qualities of said body. Only for the efficacies of, like, creatures speaking to each other. Not many people themselves, unless they are trained in it, can speak to animals. Whereas if you were to speak to another zombie, they can speak Necril or Common, and skeletons don't really speak. Most undead would either speak Common, or if they're speaking to another undead, they would speak Necril. At that point, because you're living the memories of the creatures, you can understand it. You don't know how you understand it, but you don't necessarily know the language.
That's fine. Mm-hmm. Would the empathic link or something like that work? Just to get a rough idea across.
Is that something that you have?
I don't know. Oh no! I meant for an Eidolon, like between an Eidolon and its master.
Well, yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. That Gaus was understanding is that the cow was saying, like, danger, angry, kill, protect, hungry, big hungry, and that's what he was getting, because animals don't speak in. Well, today I was walking the field and I plowed. They try to speak in. At least this is how animals have been described to me, as they're very, like, short term in their speech. So they'd be like, I walk. Many people I kill, protect. I'm hungry. So it'd be very broken. Yeah. This thing only has like a
using
It's a negative
what-
5 intelligence.
using the knowledge of the character that I'm embodying,
Mm-hmm.
what do they eat?
Well, anything that's undead would eat things that like flesh or brains or
Well, it's
anything.
like it wouldn't eat the grain from back there.
No.
Could it eat other undead creatures?
Yes. If they were dead,
So-
if they were like the horse and the hounds were gnawing and munching on these bodies over here, the same thing would happen with the cow. If you know, a lot of the bodies, now that your badger is close, you can see a little bit through its eyes that some of the bodies look like it's been gnawed on.
So, I mean, if it's like really hungry as a peace offering, I could bring over like the zombie horse body and all that, and like here's some food. Or will it not eat another undead creature?
No, it would eat. It would eat it.
So, as a peace offering, I'm gonna have my badger drag one of the undead horse over as a peace offering and see if it will allow us
It
to.
eats undead grass.
I mean, isn't that what you do? Undead grass?
I will say you can try.
Alright,
There's no
so
harm
my
in
badger
trying.
Badger will slowly go over there, grab then I will help my badger, and then we will bring the undead horse over as a peace offering, and then we will slowly back up.
And before you get a chance to move,
No, move back.
yep.
It's gonna attack me. Sorry.
Look at your friend I've killed. Ah! Flex.
Should have grabbed one of the human bodies, but it is what it is.
I'm still inhabiting mine, thank you.
Here's your friend.
If it attacks, yeah, I'm not playing around. I will bash it.
Oh, whoa.
Didn't like me.
It did not.
It's your best friend. Sorry, I didn't.
Niklaus.
Niklaus doesn't know what's going on. He's all the way around the other side of the building.
Niklaus, you see Gaus and the badger go back to the farm or to the pen, and immediately you hear a loud moo, angry moo, as when you round the corner
Can you
from
demonstrate? He fucking did it.
do what?
That he did it. Nice.
As you round this corner to look at the scene, the cow looks ready to charge.
Okay. Did we present said seal?
No one has presented the seal yet.
Okay. I mean, is it like a magic seal, or is it just like, oh, people see the seal and like, oh yeah, they're doing work?
Yeah, if people with more than a -5 intelligence see the seal, they'll be like, oh, I know that seal.
Okay. Well, in that case, if it's gonna charge at my homeboy, I gotta find all the buttons.
Did you try it presenting the seal to the cow to see if it was smart enough to recognize it or no?
Or did
I did not.
You just presented it. The dead body of his best friend.
Yeah, I just brought his friend horse friend's body over.
This is what I will do. Oh. It's just a cow.
Okay.
Which one are you doing?
So it should be in chat. Radiant Torrent. DC 30. 120-foot line.
Alrighty. Un momento, por favor.
Is that gonna hit my badger?
I mean, does it go through things or is it specific targeted things?
All right. What'd you say?
Gaus was asking if that's going to hit his badger, and I don't know how this works.
No, it wouldn't. It will fail the save.
So roll damage.
Are you doing the line, the 60-foot line, or the 120-foot line?
120-foot line.
Okay. That will hit.
Oh, yeah, I'm 65 foot away.
So roll the damage, and no, Gaus, it will not hit your badger. Hold on, wait a second. Oh, it is all creatures. So your badger will need to.
I'm sorry, Gaus. I was ill-advised.
Inner radiance, torrent. I feel like I'm
Really?
playing an anime.
All we did was bring over its dead friend, and you come up and zap him in the ass.
So you do the 4d4.
You learn a lesson.
All right. So the cow is going to take damage. Oh wait, no, it's double damage, isn't it?
I love these words popping up on the screen.
Your creature, let's see, and let's see, and he will only take 13, so 35. All right. All right. The cow does not look happy. And that's the end of your turn?
Yeah, I moved. I zapped.
The creature is going to stride as it comes to attack.
Go.
Okay. Does it hit? Holy cow. It missed.
Oh wow, it missed big boy time.
Holy cow.
Maybe unholy cow.
All right.
There's definitely a hole.
That was kind of my thought.
That's the end of its
All
turn. Moon.
All right. Moon is going to. Quick question. Based on the knowledge of the person who I'm inhabiting, do creatures like this have a resistance or immunity to cold, or is it hit and miss depending on the subtype of undead?
I need you to roll.
Recall knowledge.
I need a. Hold on a second. Let me do this then. Because this is your recall knowledge roll.
Okay.
Why do I even bother anymore? All right.
I am untrained in like 3 skills.
What do you want to know?
I would like to know essentially just resistances and immunities.
All right. It's immune to bleed, death effects, disease, mental, paralyzed, poison, unconscious. It's weak against critical hits, and it has resistance to all damages.
Oh,
It's a small resistance, but it's still resistance.
that's fine. I am going to then use my overwhelming energy action.
Okay.
Go. And then I'm going to pew pew with my laser gun. Oh, I need to click on him. Did I click on him? Is it shift click?
No,
Alt
it's
click?
T.
How do I target someone?
T.
T. Alright, he's targeted.
Okay.
Now I will cast this spell, targeting him. I will roll my attack damage and my attack.
Oh,
that
God.
is shitballs. It's been a minute.
I swear to God, my back gets hit again.
Now, do you want to use a hero point or do you want a critical fumble?
I would like.
Do it and you're cool. Do it and you're cool.
Here's the thing. I have critically fumbled many times. It's just been a minute. I'm going to use a hero point. Do I just?
All right.
Where's the button for that?
So you would right click on the let's see. Yeah, you'd right click on the red number.
Using 2 hero points. No,
Yep.
using a hero point.
Yeah, reroll using hero point. But if you use 2 hero points, it gives you a D10 plus a 10 added on to the attack.
I just need not a 1. That's the only thing I really care about. Okay,
All right, you
good.
hit. Now roll that damage.
Rolling. And it should ignore my level in resistance.
Okay.
Which is 11. Ray of Frost.
All right, and that was a 2 action attack.
Yes.
Okay.
And a 1 action overwhelming energy.
Yeah. Gaus, it is your Eidolon's turn.
The badger, being mature enough to do shit on its own, is going to burrow.
Okay.
So it says the badger tunnels through grave soil with unnatural speed. The badger burrows up. It doesn't. I don't have a burrow speed. I'm guessing it's the same as its movement speed.
Yeah.
And its movement speed is 25 feet, and it's going to come up by the class.
Oh.
It's alright. It's not going to do anything. It just you become off guard.
Niklaus, you're off guard to this badger's attack against the cow.
Oh my gosh!
I don't even know how that works.
I mean, I could have them attack you if that's better. Now, do they have like disengage? If I move back now,
So
Or
you
is
can
it
do a
attack
thing. So Pathfinder has this thing you can do a step, which is the same as a 5-foot step. But that would be
that's all I can do.
you can only do that.
Okay. Well, then I will drop my bow. Actually, I think I can switch weapons in one action. But yeah, I'm gonna switch over to my rapier, and then I will just do a regular strike.
Steven,
So I am kind of curious. Can I just show
where's your truck?
the sigil or whatever as a free action? Is that a free action?
Hold on one second. Can you say that again?
Who, me?
Yeah. Whoever was
So-
talking.
As a free action, can I show the sigil?
It will be a manipulate action, and manipulate's usually one action. But if you're doing that in tandem with drawing your sword, you can.
All right, we'll do that. If there is no like visible change in its demeanor, I'm gonna attack it.
It's an unintelligent undead.
Well, it was worth a try, I guess. It was intelligent enough to realize that I brought its dead friend over, but it's not intelligent to know that it's going to die. Eventually. Now, it doesn't say whether it hit or not.
Because you didn't target it.
So, do that again. Or do you want to use
But it
that
will
roll?
hit. It will hit. I'll go ahead and hit. I'll do the damage.
Okay.
No, go ahead and roll the damage.
Try to be nice to it.
Let's see. Boom.
I guess. Now, I can still do like a map -5, right? Or no?
Yeah. You hit.
Then that will be the end of my turn. Too cocky if I go for a map -10.
All right. Adokar, it is your turn. You are next to a building that is destroyed.
Have at thee. Brick. Oh, a sharp piece of brick.
All right, deal that damage. Oof. This creature's not happy right now. All right, was that a 2? Oh, you moved into a 2. Okay. All right, Niklaus. You have a giant undead badger that is a companion beside you.
That's not happy with you.
Mm-mm. It's going to gore. It's going to spear. It's going to throw a spear because Kine is not here to throw spears at people anymore.
Right? It's just going to summon a spear out of its mouth and just shoot it at you.
Badger spear.
Yes. It's going to be its
I am looking.
Oh, it's a unique breath
In
weapon.
my,
Do what?
must not be in my spells.
What is it?
I had a thing. It might have been a feat. Basically, jump from Final Fantasy. Jump into the air, smash down with hammer.
Um,
Maybe it's a feat?
let's see.
It's a skill feat. It should show under like class, maybe class features or actions.
Maybe I don't have it. Maybe I just looked at it. I thought I had it. Okay. Ba-ba-da. The I can't move. Why can't I move? I'm trying to get within melee of this guy.
Is it not letting you move?
Nope.
You're off.
Yeah, right there.
You're off guard.
And then I will. No, I'm going to target Homeboy again. That's probably why I couldn't move. I was targeting. Okay, for whatever reason, I don't have strike under my Thunder Maces. Normally you
'cause
have like
it's-
your strike here.
I think it's because you need to change it to a 2-hand grip. Maybe. There we go.
Sure.
Well, hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Oh, nah. I changed it to so. I think it is a two-handed weapon. Hold on, let me check.
I've been using the one hand the entire campaign.
Do this. Okay, I don't know why it's 1+. We'll do that, and then should go into. Now it's to one-hand grip. 1 second. All right, now you can strike with one hand. I had to just change it because I don't know how. Somehow I think mixing up with the templates messed it up. All right, roll that critical beam.
Critical, huh?
Yep. Ooh. All right. That's your turn?
Yeah. So as I swing down at him, see what's for dinner.
Beef is what's for dinner. Gaus, he is still going to come after you.
All right. Probably because I'm not undead. But... It's gonna critically miss again though. Number 2.
And then hopefully gets a nat 20.
Oh, don't wish that on me. That critical hit. What the hell?
Let's see. It is doing piercing. So normal damage to target triggers reactions as if it just used a move action. Okay, it's not going to really work on you because y'all are going to kill it next round anyways. So it's just going to do critical damage.
Ouch.
And that's the end of its turn.
Are you feeling horny, baby?
You just got horned. Who needs a spear when you got a horn?
Right? That's why I should stay in the back. I always get impaled when I'm up front.
Pretty sure you were in the back when you got impaled before because JJ completely just spun around.
Yeah, it was. What was it? A nat 1, nat 20?
I
and you
missed.
got me? Yeah.
All
Try
right.
to pew it again, and I miss it.
All right.
It's
Goss,
JJ to throw the spear.
right?
You know, you threatening me with disintegrates is so much less intimidating when I see that you can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Or the broadside of a cow.
Right.
Well, I am going to have my badger relay a message for me.
Okay.
To, if you don't stop now, you will be dead.
I'm gonna kill it anyway.
Probably.
Too late, I'm already dead. Moo.
The cow basically will respond, must kill living.
Yeah, it is what it is.
He's not really living. He's just pretending.
Yes. I am wearing
He's undercover.
Costume. Can I deceive it into thinking I'm undead?
I mean, it's the -5 intelligent creature. Just be like, I'm not living. You're mistaken.
I need you to roll.
I am not alive. Ask my badger. Is that a deception?
I need your badger to roll a deception.
All right. Boom. 17. Damn.
No. It
Need to
actually
roll a nat 20 on that.
it actually needs in fact, I think the cow became even more enraged. It roars a moo.
Okay.
I actually posted a picture in anticipation of that in the chat.
In the Discord chat?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. No, that's fine. I'm
So-
just
Jesus.
gonna hit it
You're
with
so
my.
upset now?
Oh, look at that.
All
It's upset
right.
now?
Are you hitting it with? Is this
My,
piercing?
Rapier.
Yeah. 50 damage.
Piercing. Target is stunned 3. However, how do you want this to kill the creature?
I wanted. Oh, I didn't. I wanted to look at his picture again.
Oh.
I can still see it. So through this attack, I'm going to swing my rapier at him and then grab the scythe out of his back, pull it off, and cut his head off.
Okay. As you do this, you pull the scythe out. You feel a hum of magical energy pour from the wound the scythe left behind, and the scythe feels comfortable in your hands. And as you wield it around, it flows and you slice through the head of this undead creature, killing it. And then
Gaus has a side now.
yes. What? Why is Kind's thing popping up? Oh, there we go. That's why. Create new lootable.
It's probably a curse, so it's probably one of those weapons that I have to use forever now. Who's this? GM's.
Can I wield a scythe? Do I have my equipment?
But it feels so comfortable in my hand.
All right. Gaus, you have picked up this scythe.
Oh, okay.
Where is it?
Well, Gaus killed the creature with the scythe, so it's in his possession at the moment.
Oh,
If he wants to keep the scythe, he can. If he doesn't, it can stay in the loot.
Where's the loot?
It's that little tiny little box right here in front of your character, right here.
Oh yeah. Just a regular scythe. Drive. Yeah, it's just a regular scythe. I thought it was like some, but it's magical. Do I know why
It
it's
just means it
magical?
hasn't been identified.
Yeah, it has not been identified yet.
Oh, okay. Can I roll to identify it?
Why don't? How long does that take? Do we have time to identify it, or should we like not stand around in a murder field?
It would
I
just
don't know.
be. Are
Just
you a
concerned.
master? Are you master in crafting?
He forgets.
I'm trained, but I think that's it.
I am trained, but I have an ability that gives me a +1. It's the specialty crafting thing.
So I
One
think
of
it
them is
is.
weapon.
I think it is to tell magical properties of a weapon. You'd have to be master in crafting, I think. But what you can get basically is that it's just a +1 scythe.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But yeah, if anybody else wants that, you can definitely have it. I just thought there was some like weird effect with it because you said it felt so comfortable in my hand. Like it
It's
was
just
cursed.
cinematic.
Well, it's been
Yeah.
well lubricated by
It just
robbing.
reminds me of like that cursed sword from
Kind of
D&D where once you wield it or kill something with it, you're pretty much stuck with it.
So you want the scythe to just go in the stash?
Yeah, unless somebody else wants it, you can go in the stash.
Um,
No, I forgot that this character has like no strength, so we're good.
I think Ian is holding this stash.
it did not go into. What the heck?
I wonder how that
It went
scythe
into the
compares
ether.
to my
Hold
thunder
on.
mace.
I need to find this creature. Bloodlords.
Zombie feast.
Catherine's still in our little group here.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, I'll move over to my badger and calm him down. That way he doesn't try to kill you in a close.
Okay. While I try and find this thing, treachery.
There's a angry icon.
All right. Let's see. Boom. Boom. Don't worry. This is me doing my workaround. Boom. Boom. And then
Bring it back up and murder him.
there we go.
It's the game
It's
map.
in the it is in the party treasury. All right, and with that,
door.
let's see. With that, there is a door. Are you opening it?
I'm going to do it very, very carefully. I just want to peek.
Okay.
Using my skill.
All right, you can go ahead and open the door. There's nothing in there.
Oh, okay.
Shelves and racks line the walls of this building. Various farming and gardening implements clutter the space. Rakes, hoes, a wheelbarrow, bags of soil, buckets of nails, rope, hammers, etc., etc. But all of it seems to be in good order. The tools here are already neatly organized and in good repair, requiring no additional effort on the part of you to set things straight. You don't have it. None of these have any meaningful value, but they're useful in conducting other repairs on the farm, such as hanging the door in other areas or fixing a fence.
Oh, what did the door do? Hang the fence?
All right, stop. Do not move. I need you can see a corpse hanging on the gate is a zombie farm worker. Until now, it has lacked the motivation to do anything but dry itself in the sun and occasionally snarl at presumptuous carrion birds. With the presence of other creatures now, it draws the zombie from its stupor. It is aware, and it tries to pull its arm free, causing the gate to swing open. Then it behaves as expected, mindlessly attacking whoever comes near. And this is what you see. Boom, boom. And they slowly make their ways. Now, you have basically an action before they come at you.
Show them the seal. Stop attacking me. Dude, they're supposed to be smart enough to obey commands.
Let's see. -5. You show the seal. You hold it up. And then they see Niklaus. And they're like, and they basically stop and they just look.
Looks like charge Niklaus.
Joe, you're a flesh bag. I'm not.
The zombie looks at you and goes, they kill us.
I got they killing something.
Us.
I think they is probably
They
alive.
kill us.
And they kill us.
Yes.
Who, alive people?
And this zombie raises its arm and it points off in this direction, like past the fence over towards the end. And as it's holding its arm up, it just drops to the ground with a wet squelch and oh.
Okay, so something over here killed them.
Yes. That is what I gather as well. Does he need help getting up, or?
No, I don't want to attempt healing and
I'd say
break
heal
loose.
him. Get up, anyway. I mean, I'm kind of afraid he might bite me.
You are snack.
And Adakar, that room is just you can see like it probably is a storage area for the zombie workers.
Well, yeah, we can go check out they that attacked you. Well, where'd they go? They just vanished.
And they're back.
And they're back. How
I
many?
will just continue kind of staring them down. Well, Gaus start walking away.
Kill Todd.
I see that. Was Todd? One of you is Todd.
Todd, friend.
Okay. Was Todd alive? Like, not undead?
Yes.
Okay. How many is they?
The zombie holds up both of his hands. A finger falls to the ground. Kind of nudges the other one to hold up his hands. The other zombie holds up their hands.
Excuse me.
3.
Well, we will avenge Todd. How about that?
Okay. And then
I slowly walk back.
they walk into the building.
That was creepy. Oh, I mean, there's another building down here. You want to check that out before going into the...
So this partially collapsed building contains nothing but a massive leather and iron harness that has been trampled almost beyond recognition. You can tell
You can't
that,
hide from the DM.
yeah, you can tell that this is probably the cow's stall that you just killed. Adakar, at the building you're at, it's a single large barn.
Can I grab a vegetable?
As you start walking near, you hear like banging on the doors. Why did you open the door?
Because it wasn't locked.
You hear banging on the doors. And
I think he opened the door anyway, and now he has to face a whole horde of zombies.
I mean, you could just float through the door.
Okay.
Unless it's an iron door.
Right.
Hey guys, I think there's something over here.
Do you want to float through the door?
No, I'm telling them that I hear something over here.
Okay.
What do you hear?
It sounds like.
I'm not going out there.
A Wookiee?
Show the sigil and be nice.
Try to relax your anus.
Jesus.
I don't know if I have a ghostly version of the sigil. I can pick stuff up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For those over by the gardens, various garden variety tubers, berries, and leafy vegetables lie neglected in 6 large planter boxes. A wheelbarrow lies on its side, damp soil spilling from it onto the path. To the west of the garden, the path turns north, leading to a 12-foot tall archway on the side of a sheer 20-foot high rocky outcropping. A wood fence with an open gate stands beneath the arch. You do know that one of the people who tended the farm was named Brodek. You know that this was his personal garden and testing ground to see what crops would grow in the area. The 3 planter boxes to the south contain plants appropriate for Central Gap's arid climate, like chickpeas, cassava, and sweet potatoes, but the 3 to the north contain varieties more suitable to wetter regions, sugarcane, rice, and beets. If you want to tend to the plants or note which ones were growing successfully prior to the recent events, you can do one of these 4 to recall knowledge.
Not seeing anything that popped up.
It's on the it's in the chat. Nothing in chat?
Yeah, it's not. No.
Nothing in
Yeah, we don't see.
I
anything
heard it.
like
Okay,
What about
cooking
that?
lore just popped up.
Okay.
Cooking bars. Or
And nature.
what the heck?
I don't know
Alright.
if I actually hit a button or not. Let's see. Oh,
It,
there we go.
dude, was that first roll mine? Because it's all question marks for me.
That's fine. The DM can see it.
Yeah. All right.
It was weird because I rolled privately for myself. I guess.
What skill did you roll, Edakar?
that. We'll go with farming lore
Okay.
for bardic lore.
All right. Well, I'm just giving these because they're the actual like lores to roll to get the information for this.
Yeah, bardic lore basically covers everything, doesn't it?
Oh, hold on.
I mean, like technically, that is what the class ability does.
It's fine. You weren't here anyway. So.
Yeah. Yeah. You passed anyways. I was just trying to get these ones specifically clicked to get that knowledge. But you all will know the intended purpose of the various garden beds for Berlin. You'll know you'll need the proper tools, and you know you can find everything in that storeroom. Any of those tools will grant a +2 bonus check to tend to these gardens.
Just go get those zombies to come over here and do it.
Maybe
Yeah, isn't
when
that the zombies' jobs?
the living people aren't around.
I will go over and tell our zombie friends to go tend the gardens. Please tend the gardens.
Okay.
Do you need tools?
We know where at.
Awesome. Thank you.
And those zombies will slowly make their way down to this locked door and unlock it. And then they will talk to those other zombies. And No.
Sure there.
So now all 5 of these zombies will head over to the storage area. Well, they can't because I hate walls.
Hopefully they can survive on their own for a little while.
All right. What you guys can see ahead of you is that outcropping in the wall, in the whatchamacallit, in the rock face.
Let me know when you want me to stop.
Stop about right here. This rough stone chamber is carved into the hillside. A thick straw mattress and a few wool blankets lie in the southwest corner. An alcove to the south contains a sconce holding a torch flickering with a purple flame. Passages lead north and west, but several heavy crates block access to the north passage. As you enter, you will notice 2 zombie workers and a zombie hound are mindlessly and futilely attempting to push through the makeshift barrier blocking the passage north. You notice that they're too distracted to have even noticed any arrivals in the area.
Mark orders at them.
I will need
That didn't really roll.
They'll stop, and you'll see that they'll stop, and they'll kind of look, and they'll be like, we try to go through. And then these ones will move here. However, this dog has no compunctions with moving forward, and it starts barking and growling at you. And this is where initiative. Edgar.
I'm glad I rolled my 1 on initiative against zombies.
Oh my. Well, that looks like an interesting little horde. I will. I don't know. Oh yeah, I suppose I can. How do I? Now what?
Excuse me. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Well,
Zombie hound?
58.
He blew up.
Yeah. it would have half of that would have killed it. All right. So that was two.
Right.
Okay, you did a movement and then two action attack. Gaus, hold on. Gaus, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move up. I'm going to show the zombies. Well, actually, a little bit more. Show up the zombies the sigil and tell them to get back to work.
This is going to be a little bit of a harder deception because you just killed a dog in front of them. Oh, no, don't do that. Well, they're also mindless zombies.
Right. Damn. No.
You kill Sparky.
I didn't kill Sparky.
Sparky, friend.
Sparky is food.
Work or I kill you. How about that?
Okay, and now.
Do you have any charisma-based skills, or are you just hollering at them?
I don't have any. I'm trained in deception and, you know, things like I'm not trained in intimidation, but I don't believe I have any, like, all my skills are like tracking and not really.
Roll me that intimidation. No kill.
Almost a nat 20, but it worked.
No kill. Please, no kill.
Sorry about Sparky, but
all right, so the zombies will move. Moon. In this area, a block of stone resembling an altar or table stretches much of the length of this room. It's heaped with baskets and jars filled with berries and vegetables, all withered, moldy, and rotten. Simple gardener's implements lie in a tidy arrangement at the south end of the stone slab. This is where food was stored, whatever managed to grow in the garden outside. As the cool stone chamber functioned as a serviceable cellar, you do notice that it is a little bit more chilly in here. The original purpose of the elevated stone slab is unclear, but it makes a good table and work surface. Though food stored here would normally last several weeks or months, some wandering zombies brought some filth in with them a few days ago, and rot took hold. The old writing chiseled into the west wall reads, "Old Urgag sups here, enjoying meals with friends and foes alike." If anybody has a care to roll either of these, there's a secret oh, hold on. What I didn't.
you gotta be trained in those, though, right?
Who can reset? You just have to succeed on these checks.
We each do one, or pick one or the other.
You can do both. You can do both if you want.